Good morning to everybody. I personally have been up since 5 a.m. this morning, my time, watching all these new game announcements for Atelier as well as Pokemon, and I do want to go over all of it with you as much as I can. Unfortunately, the Atelier showcase was completely in Japanese. There wasn't even any kind of English subtitles or anything, but I have pieced it together from translating tweets and figuring it out myself as best as I could. So the Atelier game is called Atelier Resleriana, Forgotten Alchemy and Liberator of the Polar Night, and it's going to be released at least in Japan for mobile and PC. Again, this is a Japanese stream. We do not know if this is even coming out here in the West. It more than likely probably will, because we saw that Atelier is doing fabulously here in the West. If it does come out here, I could almost guarantee it's going to be coming out for the consoles too. I can't imagine that they would keep it mobile and PC only in the West. If you are in Japan, pre-registration does begin today, and we got character profiles on 4 of the various heroes. Your heroine is Resna, and basically the gist of the story is that alchemy has been lost, and in order to spread her love of alchemy, she has to travel off to the far ends of the continent. I heard 2 things, that she has to travel to the far end of the continent, and then I heard another thing where she has to travel to a new land called the Continent's End. So we don't really know. Again, nothing officially in English has been translated. There's also Isana, who is your brute force cat girl with her huge hammer. She has black hair. There's some blonde guy called Roman, and we have Saskia, who's kind of a fan dancer with gray hair. So we don't know a whole lot, even though the stream was 35-something minutes, because again, it was in Japanese. But let's switch on over to the Pokemon announcements now. We have a lot of stuff to go over in this Pokemon announcement. It was jam-packed. It wasn't just about one game. It was about multiple games. It was about DLCs. It was about mobile games. It was about animes, all sorts of different stuff. There was a Pokemon Go Fest, and they are adding the Paldea region in September. So you can travel from Kanto all the way to Paldea, and it is debuting now after 7 years. So if you are a Pokemon Go player, you can go out and you can capture all those Paldean Pokemon. Pokemon Unite is celebrating its 2nd anniversary, and again, more Pokemon have been added. This is a title for Switch and mobile, and I was looking it up, and it's not called free to play, it's called free to start. So at least they're being honest with their various microtransactions there. Then another mobile game, Pokemon Masters EX, is adding a Nemona event as well as a Victor event. And the Nemona event is going to be starting right after the broadcast, so it should already be live if you are a Pokemon Masters player. And then the Victor event is going to be starting on August 16th. So in about 8 or so days, if you play that, be sure to take part in those events. More exciting to me was the addition of the Pokemon trading card game, as well as Pokemon Stadium, that have now been added to the Switch Online services. The trading card game originally came out for the Game Boy Color back in the day. Pokemon Stadium originally came out for the N64 back in the day. So if you've never played those games, or you did as a child, and you would like to re-experience those, now you can on your Switch. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is getting an additional Terra Raid battle event, and you can go ahead and add Mew to your roster for free. You just enter in a code and you get Mew, and he is available till September 18th. And with Mew on your team, you can get together with some of your friends and you can fight Mewtwo in a Terra Raid battle event. So be sure to do that if you're still playing Scarlet and Violet and you would like to have both of those Pokemon on your team. There's also a new announcement as far as Scarlet and Violet is concerned, and that is the DLC, the Hidden Treasures of Area Zero. We've heard a lot about this DLC, and it seems to be very expansive. I'm not the biggest proponent of DLC ever, but I will say this. I feel like Nintendo, or at least games in general now, are doing DLC right. We saw the Xenoblade 3 DLC, which was just fantastic, and this one seems to be like an entirely new game added on, so it's pretty freaking sweet. Basically, you get to go to brand new places beyond Paldea. You get to leave the Paldean region and go to the region of Kitakami, where it's like a small farming community. It's dominated by this large mountain. You get to meet these absolutely ridiculous looking siblings. They have this hair going down in the front of the thing, kind of like Fire Emblem Engage. I don't know what is up with that. It looks so freaking dumb. I can't stand it. It looks like they have a mustache growing on their forehead. It looks so freaking stupid. I cannot get over their really, really dumb hairstyle. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. There are 4 artificially created biomes in the Blueberry Academy that you will be attending. You're going to get to meet the various teachers there, have kind of a different academy life than what you had back at the normal academy in the base game. And there's 2 different parts to this DLC because, of course, you have to buy it twice because, you know, it's Pokemon. You buy everything twice. There's the Teal Mask, which is releasing on Wednesday, September 13th, and then the Indigo Disc, which is releasing of winter in this year. Not winter of 2024, winter of this year. And then finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is an online anime series called Pokemon Paldean Winds. And this is going to be coming out September 6th, but online only. So if you are a fan of anime or Pokemon, or you want to watch this, then be sure to tune in for that. I'm sure it's going to be out on like Crunchyroll or whatever your anime streaming service is. So let me know what you guys thought about all these announcements. The Atelier announcement, how it is coming to mobile and PC and not in consoles in Japan. That to me is worrisome. The various Pokemon announcements as well, and just everything in general. Let me know. I'll be here in the comments, and as always, have a good day.